So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. A give left side to Brown. He's got a gain of 6 there. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He lobs it deep middle. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 6-0 lead right away. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. Darius Davis to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 42. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Lawrence facing 3rd and long. His first throw is an interception. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Cardinals have it as he reports his 7th interception of the season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
They'll run here on 1st down. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. The play fake, he'll throw. He's on the move. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Here's Brown again. Only a yard on the game there, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Brown. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense up to the line fast. Willis looking to throw. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Throwing from near his own goal line. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Cardinals have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Running right, it's Williams. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. Working quickly here. Handoff headed left to Brown. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll run again with Brown. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Cardinals drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's stuffed on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Cardinals get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
They go play action on first. And in for the Arizona touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 1st down throw. Lawrence buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover. Wisely throwing it away.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Riq Woolen. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Finds his man, Waddle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Lawrence finds McConkey. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Saints.
That big 4th down call is how we close out our 1st quarter. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Swift gets it, going left. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He finds McConkey. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And the Cardinals grab it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, while a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Lisa 24. Hey, Jupiter.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Think right.
Lawrence working from the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints get it back to a 14-point game. Mevis ready to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They motion a receiver left. From the 40 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Searches from the pocket. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will get set to take over. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Swift. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Second and 13. Caught, nice gain left side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's got it at the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes...
And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Saints make it a one-score game in the 1st half. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense up to the line fast. Williams coming in motion right. Willis now. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. This is caught inside the 15. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take a 13-point lead. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. Now he's past the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a one-score game in the first half. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 13-point lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. He'll cobble together a yard there. Tackled by Rook Orororo. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints in possession. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Red on red.
Now it's Lawrence. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Cardinals have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any. Stomach for the sake of his mental game. I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Willis. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21.
Saints 21. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this return gets to the 30 before he's stopped.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. On target to Waddle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. A handoff left for Swift. A lot of grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working quickly here.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. It's a New Orleans touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Mevis ready to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. This will get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll stick with the ground game here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Pass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Going run again with Swift. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gets this to McConkey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's 4th down.
Hey, Jupiter.
They'll run it with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting at the 10. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Cardinals take over first down team at their own 29-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He lofts it deep left. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Just 1 yard on the run. Still in good shape, though, with 2nd and goal from the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Brown will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing off the play fake here. Flushed out of the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Cardinals push their lead further to start the half. Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
11. Here we go.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Pickup of 2 here. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10. It's Lawrence. Oh, brother. It's another interception. And the Cardinals have it now on his 8th pick of the year. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders are seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
Offense in the hurry up here. From the 42. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Willis to throw it. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Man in motion here. Straight ahead, it's Brown. First down and more past the 40. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on fourth down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Willis to the air. Finds his man over the middle. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. From the 34. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with third and long. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball. Yeah. A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived. Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate, and we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Brown. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, but did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. A run with Brown. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 1 yard on that play. Another good stop, and that forces fourth and goal. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Amendola able to put it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you can call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's out in the clear. And the Cardinals are going to get the football inside the enemy 40.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
They go play action on 1st. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, here's Willis. On the move, headed right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Willis looking to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Throwing from the gun. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finds his man Waddle. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lawrence working from the gun. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 1st down throw, Lawrence. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Nevis with a point after. And the Saints cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return starts at the 9. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Brown on the carry. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Brown again. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. Offense in the hurry up here. On the ground, Brown. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
4th and 3, drive on the line. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. This time it's a passing play. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Willis. He's on the move. And he'll go down here at the 16. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Cardinals nearing their 9th win of the season. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now give left side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Chased out to his right. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And it ends up out of bounds. A small loss on the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Willis. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease. That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
On the return, here comes Davis. He gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Cardinals have it again after yet another interception.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Williams coming in motion right. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing is Willis. Catch is made down the right sideline. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Working inside the red zone. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Saints get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. The throw to the right finds Waddle. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
That's good for the Saints.
Lawrence throwing here. And that one's caught along the left sideline. And he's going to get stopped for right around the 45-yard line. They'll come up first and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
So the defense scores, and now their offense coming out for 2 more.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Frying Ford on the ground. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. All right, partner, it's only 1 extra point on the scoreboard, but come on. If you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on 2 there instead of just the extra point?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it, because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face, and yeah, that one hurts a little bit more.
He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Now Lawrence coming off a pick. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Trying to find his tight end. And And it sets up second down.
On the coverage.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. All right, one more snap to play here.
Hey, Lions! Here's mine. 13 loose. 11 Agate. 11.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from New Orleans.